Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking quite a journey looking into something that spans cultures, centuries, really humanity's most enduring and, well, awe-inspiring creations, religious structures around the world.
That's right. We've got a stack of sources here looking at 22 of the most incredible temples, cathedrals, sacred buildings you can find. And our mission really is to boil it all down for you.
Yeah, get to the heart of it. Not just the what, but the why. Why do these places matter?
Exactly. What can we learn from them?
Yeah.
We want to give you that shortcut to understanding the sheer scale, the artistry, the meaning behind them.
And it's an amazing range, isn't it? We're going from, ancient temples literally carved out of mountainsides to these super modern concrete structures that are just visually stunning. It's this mix of architecture, culture, spirituality.
It really is captivating.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. The thing that always gets me with the ancient ones is how? How on earth did they build these massive things without, cranes and power tools?
It forces you to think differently, doesn't it? Take the Brihadeeswarar Temple in Tamil Nadu, India.
Over 1,000 years old, right?
Exactly. Built around 1010 CE by a Chola king. And the truly remarkable thing, it's all granite. Solid granite. No modern tools involved in quarrying or shaping it on that scale.
And the earthquake thing.
That's the kicker. It's reportedly withstood 6 major earthquakes and hasn't tilted even slightly. Think about that precision, that understanding of foundations and structure over a millennium ago.
6 earthquakes. Wow. That's just solid, doesn't even cover it.
It really speaks volumes. And then, sticking with India for a moment, you have the Kailasa Temple at Ellora. Now, this place just turns construction on its head.
Because it wasn't built up.
Precisely. It was carved down. They took a massive basalt cliff face in the 8th century and started carving from the top, excavating downwards to reveal the temple within the rocks.
So it's one single piece of rock.
The largest monolithic structure on Earth, yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge. About 164 feet long, 108 wide, 100 high, all dedicated to Lord Shiva. It's just an unparalleled display of craftsmanship and, frankly, vision.
Carved down. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that process.
Right.
And for sheer size, we have to mention Angkor Wat.
Oh, absolutely. Cambodia, the largest religious monument anywhere in the world. The scale is just breathtaking.
And the timeline for that?
Built in the 12th century. It took something like 37 years. And get this, over 4,000 elephants were involved.
4,000 elephants.
Yeah, and workers drawn from apparently every household in the kingdom. It started Hindu, dedicated to Vishnu, but later became a Buddhist site. The walls are covered in these incredibly detailed bas-reliefs telling epic stories.
So when you look at these three, Brihadeeswarar, Kailasa, Angkor Wat, what's the bigger picture they paint about those societies beyond just, wow, they were good builders?
Well, it points to an incredible level of societal organization, doesn't it? And a shared commitment. These weren't weekend projects.
Clearly not.
They were generational undertakings.
Sure.
It shows a society that could mobilize vast resources, people, animals, materials over decades, all focused on a spiritual goal. It reflects this collective will, this deep investment in manifesting their beliefs in a really tangible, permanent way, often tied closely to the power of the rulers, of course.
Okay, so monumental scale is one thing, but then you get into the artistry, the fine detail, and the symbolism packed into these places. That's where it gets really fascinating for me. Like the Dwara Jain temples in Rajasthan.
Ah, yes, pure artistry in marble. These date from the 11th to the 16th century, Solanki style. The carvings are just exquisite.
Exquisite how? What makes them stand out?
The fineness of the work. The detail is so intricate, so delicate, that parts of the marble carvings are said to look almost translucent.
Translucent marble.
Like light could almost pass through. Imagine the patience, the skill required to carve stone that thinly without it shattering. It's incredibly humbling.
That's amazing. And then moving over to Indonesia, Borobudur, that seems to be about spiritual design on a massive scale.
It really is. 9th century, world's largest Buddhist monument. The whole structure is designed, apparently, to reflect the Sri Yantra mandala.
Which symbolizes?
The universe, essentially. It's a cosmic diagram. Borobudur itself is made of over 2 million stone blocks. It's got 504 Buddhist statues, endless relief panels. The idea is that as pilgrims walk up through its levels, they are taking a symbolic journey towards enlightenment.
So the building itself is the path?
In a way, yes. A physical map for a spiritual journey, etched in stone.
And for just sheer visual overload almost, the Meenakshi Amman Temple back in Tamil Nadu.
Oh, it's an explosion of color and life, dedicated to the goddess Meenakshi and Lord Sundarswar. It's a huge complex. They say there are around 33,000 sculptures there.
33,000.
Yep, and 2 big golden vimanas, the towers over the main shrines. But it's the gopurams, the massive gateway towers that are just unbelievable. Covered, absolutely covered in brightly painted figures, gods, goddesses, demons, animals, mythical creatures. It's like visual encyclopedia of Hindu mythology.
Wow. Sounds incredibly vibrant. So it's clear this artistry isn't just for show, is it?
Not at all. That's the key takeaway, I think. These elements, the carvings, the sculptures, the layouts, they're not just decoration. They are narratives. They're teaching tools. They embody profound spiritual ideas.
So they speak to the devotee.
Exactly. Each detail invites you to contemplate, to learn a story, understand a moral, or connect with a deeper philosophical concept. They're designed to immerse you.
Now, some of these places, they're built in locations that just seem impossible. Like they deliberately chose the hardest spot, the Fanjingshan temples in China.
Oh, those are incredible. They're literally perched on top of this narrow, rocky pinnacle in the Wolling Mountains. It looks like something out of a fantasy film.
How do they even stay up there?
Well, they have these iron-tiled roofs designed to withstand the fierce winds. But the location itself, so remote, so hard to reach, it really enhances that sense of spiritual detachment, doesn't it? The journey is part of the experience.
Definitely looks like it. And equally dramatic, but totally different, is the Sanctuary of Las Ladas in Colombia.
Ah, the church spanning the gorge. It's neo-Gothic, built much later, between 1916 and 1949, but it literally bridges the Guaitara River Canyon.
Built across the canyon.
Yeah, the basilica sits on a stone bridge connecting both sides. It's incredibly visually striking. Plus, there are local legends about miracles happening at the site, which adds to its mystique.
That's quite an image. And for just sheer altitude, we have to talk about Gurdwara Sri Hemkund Sahib in India.
Right, in the Himalayas. Uttarakhand, it's a Sikh shrine, and it's way up there over 15,000 feet, one of the highest Sikh gurdwaras in the world.
15,000 feet? What's it like there?
Surrounded by snow-capped peaks, there's a glacial lake right beside it. It's supposed to be incredibly serene. But getting there involves a serious trek through difficult mountain terrain. It's a real pilgrimage.
The journey mirroring the spiritual effort again.
Exactly. And speaking of pilgrimage climbs, the Palatana temples in Gujarat, India, it's not just one temple, is it?
No, it's like a city of temples, up on Shatranjaya Hill. Over 900 temples built over something like 900 years.
900 temples.
Yeah. It's this vast complex. And for Jains, climbing the thousands of steps to the top is a profoundly sacred act. The physical exertion is part of the devotion.
So when you look at these places, Fanjingshan, Las Lashas, Hemkund Sahib, Palatana, what's the connection with these challenging locations?
Well, it really seems like the difficulty itself becomes part of the meaning, doesn't it?
I think so. The challenge of the location, or the sheer effort required to get there, it seems to intensify the spiritual experience. It signifies perseverance, dedication. The physical struggle deepens the connection for the pilgrim. It's not just about arriving, it's about the journey to arrive.
Okay, then you have structures that are more than just religious sites. They're global icons, instantly recognizable. And some are still works in progress. Let's start with the big one, St. Peter's Basilica.
In Vatican City, yeah, you can't overstate its importance. The spiritual heart of Catholicism. Architecturally, it's a masterpiece of the Renaissance and Baroque periods.
Took a while to build too, right?
Completed in 1626, but involved so many great minds. Michelangelo designed the dome, Bernini did the colonnades in the square. Inside, you've got priceless art like Michelangelo's Pieta. Its sheer scale and grandeur dominate the Vatican.
A true landmark. And speaking of taking a long time, Cologne Cathedral in Germany. That's an epic construction story.
Isn't it just? Started in 1248 and wasn't finished until, what, 1880?
Yeah.
Over 600 years later.
They're centuries?
Yeah. Those two massive spires, the incredible facade. It's the largest church facade in the world. And inside, it houses the Shrine of the Three Kings, a major pilgrimage draw for centuries. It's a testament to enduring faith and, well, patience.
Incredible perseverance. But for an ongoing project, nothing quite matches the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. It's still being built.
Since 1882.
Yeah.
Antoni Gaudi's vision. It's this amazing blend of Gothic and Art Nouveau, utterly unique. Those organic shapes, the towering spires. It's unlike anything else.
And they're still working on it based on his plans.
Yes, construction continues. They're hoping to finish it in the coming decades. It's become such a symbol of Barcelona, a truly generational project.
So what does this say, this commitment to projects that span lifetimes, even centuries?
It really highlights this human capacity for long-term vision, doesn't it? Thinking beyond individual lifespans. These buildings become part of the city's identity, like living history books. They represent this unbroken chain of belief and ambition connecting the past, present, and future.
But it's not all ancient history or centuries-long builds. Some really striking places are quite modern, pushing design in new directions, like Hallgrímskirkja in Iceland.
Reykjavik, yeah, completed in 1986. Very distinctive. Its design is inspired by Iceland's natural landscape, those basalt columns you see from volcanic activity.
Ah, okay. I can see that now. It looks almost geological.
Exactly. It blends that with sort of Gothic height and presence,
Yeah.
but using modern concrete. That tall tower is visible from almost anywhere in the city. It's a real national symbol.
Very cool. And then, completely different aesthetic, the White Temple in Thailand. Wat Rangkun.
That's a contemporary vision, for sure. Designed by an artist, Chilamchai Kosit started in the late 20th century.
And it really is white, isn't it?
Pure, brilliant white, symbolizing Buddhist purity. And it's covered in these tiny mirrored glass mosaics that just shimmer and reflect the light. It kind of blurs the line between a temple and a stunning piece of installation art.
A modern interpretation of sacred space. And what about Kinkakuji, the Golden Pavilion in Kyoto? It looks ancient, but there's a story there too, right?
There is. It was originally a shogun's retirement villa back in the 14th century, later converted to a Zen Buddhist temple. The top 2 floors are covered in gold leaf.
Real gold leaf.
Yes. It reflects beautifully in the pond around it. But the current structure isn't the original. It was tragically burned down by a monk in 1950.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it was meticulously rebuilt just a few years later, preserving that historical charm and, obviously, its stunning appearance.
We've covered so many, but there's still more on our list from the sources. Maybe we can quickly touch on a few others, just to give a sense of the incredible variety.
Sure. There's Prambanan Temple in Indonesia, 9th century Hindu complex. Huge. Lots of Ramayana reliefs.
Okay.
Then the Shore Temple in India, Mahabalipuram. Really old, 8th century, right by the sea. Apparently is a landmark for sailors.
I can imagine. What else?
In Paris, the Basilica of the Sacred Heart, Sacré-Cœur, relatively modern, finished 1914, famous for its white travertine stone that supposedly cleans itself in the rain,
Self-cleaning stone. Handy.
and a massive mosaic inside. Then in Spain, Zaragoza has the Cathedral Basilica of Our Lady of the Pillar, built mainly 17th, 19th century, on a spot where legend says the Virgin Mary appeared on a pillar.
Right.
Also in Spain, Barcelona again, up on Mount Tibidabo, the Temple of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Big statue, amazing views. And finally back in India, Hampi, the Virupaksha Temple. Parts date way back to the 7th century and still an active temple today. Shows incredible continuity.
Wow, that's quite a list. So seeing this range from ancient rock carvings to, self-cleaning stone and modern art temples, what does it tell us that this impulse is still so strong?
I think it powerfully shows that this human need to create sacred spaces, to express faith through architecture and art, it's just timeless. It doesn't matter if it's granite or marble or modern concrete and mirrored glass.
The materials change, but the drive remains.
Exactly. Humanity keeps finding new languages, new forms to articulate those deep beliefs and aspirations. It's this ongoing conversation, really, between the spiritual and the material world.
So let's try and synthesize this. After this amazing tour through 22 incredible sites, what are the big takeaways? What have we learned from this deep dive?
Well, I think a few key themes emerge strongly. First, there's this almost universal human drive we see everywhere, the desire to build something bigger than ourselves, something lasting.
Something that connects us to something more.
Precisely. Second, the sheer diversity is stunning. How different cultures express their deepest beliefs in such varied yet equally powerful architectural forms. And third, the perseverance. The commitment across generations, across centuries sometimes, is just mind-boggling.
So these aren't just buildings.
No, not at all. They're living testaments. To faith, yes, but also to community, to artistry, to engineering skill, and ultimately to human aspiration itself.
And why should you, listening now, care about all this? What's the relevance?
Because these places are like shortcuts, really. They offer incredible insights into history, art history, engineering, sociology, and the spiritual side of humanity. Understanding them helps you understand human civilization on a deeper level. They pack so much meaning into physical form.
A shortcut to understanding ourselves, in a way. It really has been an incredible journey, hasn't it? Touching on 22 of these awe-inspiring places across the globe. From ancient mountainside carvings to gleaming, modern designs, each with its own unique story.
It really has. And it leads to a final thought, perhaps.
Go on.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, what does it really say about us, about humanity, that even now, in this increasingly digital virtual world we live in, We're still drawn to creating and visiting and valuing these intensely physical spaces, places of such profound beauty and history and well-meaning. It suggests there's still a fundamental human need for that tangible connection, for sacred ground that anchors us.
A need for the real, even in a virtual age. That's a powerful thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope you'll look up some of these incredible places, maybe read more, or even get a chance to visit one someday.
Until next time.